Hello, can you hear me? Alright, I just turned up the volume. I still have some stuff to pull out, but we are live on the stream warm-up screen. So this is really just... This is me making sure that everything's working properly. Can someone else say something? Oh! There we go. I had you guys muted.
Hi.
There we go. That should be good now. Alright. I'm just going to make a post, and then should be good to go.
That is a strange creature. It's like human, cat, octopus. I need something to draw.
Ooh, follow-up.
Yeah, it's crab.
Yeah.
Discord, shut up.
So, I haven't actually decided what I want to draw yet. My current plan is just probably Mysona, because I don't want to draw warrior cats again, because I've done that like 3 times in a row.
There is nothing wrong with warrior cats.
Everyone loves warrior cats, dude.
Except
Yeah.
Ashfur. All my homies hate Ashfur.
Saph, can you say something again? I turned you
Hi.
up.
Yeah, my mic.
There we
sucks,
go.
but
That should be that should be better. Yes. Today we have many people. What was I saying? Oh, right. Yeah, I don't want to draw warrior cats like 3 weeks in a row. So, and I'm in a very pirate mood. So I'm probably just going to draw my Sona because my Sona is a pirate and I like pirates and I want to draw a pirate.
Pirates.
I love pirates.
Your
Pirates.
persona is canonically a wind wing.
Yes.
Like
And all of the windwings are pirates. So I mean,
That's pretty pog. I'm not gonna lie.
I have
Like-
no idea what to draw.
I'm
Alright,
working
here we
on my
go.
math homework right now.
I was working on math homework right before the stream. I literally
I
stopped,
don't have any school today.
I stopped working on math homework in order to stream.
What?
It's all like
Do you want, May?
it's all like equation of a line. It's the end of
I'm
this
doing-
unit, and I'm so glad because it is so frustrating and I do not like. Holy
Right now, and then
crap,
after I
there are a lot of
finish
people
this-
watching.
I'm either gonna make a friendship, keep working on my friendship bracelet, or I'm
I
gonna draw.
like friendship bracelets.
Because
I've
I
never
am pathetic and still learning, I'm gonna pull out my book so that I can reference the anatomy.
You know
I
what? That is-
started playing Feral, you know, the new game from the guys who made Animal.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
played it.
I think I'm gonna try that out. I don't know if I'm actually gonna
It's
stream it, like I
really
said.
fun, actually.
I made a new account yesterday.
I
pretty
did
dope.
notice that there was like 0 tutorials, so I might need someone like me or Qhost to.
Hi, I'm here. You can
Hello.
do that.
Hello.
Why don't we?
The people that made Animal Jam made Feral?
Yes.
I was unaware.
All
I
right.
need
Since
to-
everyone is here, and because there are a lot of new people here, why don't we? Everyone like say their name and something interesting about themselves or something. I don't know. Just say something so that we
I'll
can.
go first.
Yeah.
In order.
Yeah,
In order.
we've just been requested in the chat to do a roll call.
Yay.
Hi,
Who's first?
I'm Brick.
Yeah, let's just go down the
I've
line in the
been-
voice chat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, Brick, go first.
Hi, I'm Blick. I've been learning Premiere Pro recently. That's why I've been making those 2 video memes in the
Oh, you cut out, buddy.
The 2 video memes in the vibe shack.
All right, cool. Go, Crab, you're up next.
Oh, hi, I'm Crab. The elongated version of my name is the Crab Overlord.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I get that a lot. That's my fun fact.
All right, Crab Rave. Ghost, you're next.
Hi, I'm Qhost, and
And you made my GIF. You made my wonderful GIF. Your name is permanently on
Yeah.
my streams.
yeah. I mean,
All right, Cactus, if you're comfortable.
Hello, I am Cactus. I have never committed arson. I don't know why you would assume I have, but I have not. That is my fun fact.
All right, and Saph.
Hey, what's popping? I'm Saph. I have committed arson. You know, have fun with that. You know, fun times with the boys.
can I join?
I don't have a sleep schedule. I stayed up until 8 a.m. last night. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I feel
No
like
one
I
in
am the
Boston
only
is a
person I.
murderer.
Sometimes I feel like I am the only person I know with a regular sleep schedule.
You
I
probably
have a
are.
semi-decent one.
Sleep
X,
isn't an
I have a
advance.
very
Sleep
different
is a
voice
social
than
construct
everyone
I really
else.
do not need.
Thank you, Froggy Friend, for the follow. I really should set up
During
a thing
Noah's-
where I can mute myself.
During Noah's last stream, he outed me as a murderer, so that was really fun.
Okay, story time. Story time now. Tell.
Okay, so he was like, okay, we were waiting for something to happen. We were waiting, I think, for his CS game to start going. He was like, okay, chat, how are you? And jokingly, because I was in this competition against 3 guys for some position, I was like, I woke up, I ate bread, and I murdered several men. And he was like, oh, well, you didn't hear that from me.
Oh my gosh.
It
The real question
it was
is,
fun.
have you?
X is currently in my chat, and here are the messages that have just been sent. Y'all have the same voice. This is not helping. The same voice, all of you. I mean, yeah, Brick, you're the only outlier here. The only valid one. So, Brick, you're the only valid one out of all of us,
Do
apparently.
you want me to talk
you,
like this?
I don't even sound like Psy.
I think we all just have vaguely the same vocal range or something, and so, like,
We're all-
without
You want me to
without
talk
the
This
without
is
the
okay.
helpful green circles, it's
We're all
Tuesday?
literally just the same.
My
It's Tuesday, innit?
It's just
It's a
side.
Tuesday, innit?
it's a Tuesday, isn't it?
all right. Now you guys are making fun of the way I genuinely say that word.
Oh,
I was copying them.
You know,
say it.
tomorrow is Tuesday.
That doesn't sound
Tuesday.
like
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Psy
though.
is British.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Psy is British.
Tuesday.
Psy is of Scottish descent, correct?
Psy is British!
Bob?
Exclamation point.
Dude, I was born in Scotland.
That's actually very cool. I was not born there, but my aunt and uncle were. My mother was not, but so I'm 3rd generation Scottish. And then like something
I have a-
generation way back on
I
my
have
other.
a Scottish internet friend. She's pretty cool.
All right, now I have
I'm
to turn this.
American now.
Now I have to turn this anatomy sketch into an actual drawing of my Sona.
The vibes are strong with Schlattman. That's
We've just got a crab, Psy is British crab in the chat. Can you get copy striked on YouTube for singing Crab Rave? I
I
upload
don't
these all to
think they do
YouTube
that.
afterwards,
Not.
so I don't know.
Canonically, I have had the name Crab Overlord longer than whoever Monster Cat has had Crab Rave out, so I can
Oh my
copyright
gosh.
them.
You are the original crab.
I am. That was me on that beach.
You know, attempt to turn this into a. Oh no! Actually, I should draw the I keep forgetting that because my Sona is a Windwing, she has a human version, but I never draw the human version, and so I probably should.
Draw the human version. We need to know what human Psy is.
Human Psy looks like me, but with half-shaved head and blue hair. I mean, pretty much. Because I want it to be blue, but I can't dye it that way without bleaching it. And I don't want to shave my hair because then it's harder to fix.
I'm gonna draw my pretty demon man.
Your pretty demon man. I love it.
His name is Leader, and he's from the fanfiction that me and May are writing.
This just looks like anime. This just looks really anime right now.
So far, it actually looks like
anime Psy.
Human cloud strife, like realistic clouds.
Wait, but like, is it like early 90s anime or like modern anime? Like what?
I don't know. I don't watch anime. The hair just looks anime. I've watched exactly one anime, and I watched like 4 episodes.
What anime thought?
It was The Devil's Part-Timer on Netflix.
Oh.
I remember watching that show.
The only anime that I will like watch is my favorite Totoro and Spirited Away, because those movies are the greatest movies like ever, and I love them.
I haven't watched anime in a while.
Have you guys heard of the? Let me just look it up.
Would you guys like a random fact about my eyebrows?
Sure.
I have been complimented on them. Literally, one of my mom's friends. She's a close friend of mine as well, so it wasn't weird. But it also was kind of weird. But like one time we were kind of hanging out and she grabbed me by the face and she was like, "Do you pluck your eyebrows?" And I was like, "What? No." I was like 10. She was like, no, I was like 12. And she was like, "Your eyebrows are really nice." And I'm like, "All right, thanks, I guess."
My eyebrows are bad.
I'm just imagining just 12-year-old Sai just like vibing, and then this woman just comes up to you and they just grab you by the face and they're just like, "Do you pluck your eyebrows?"
I don't think it was specifically pluck your eyebrows. I think it was just, do you do something to your eyebrows?
But that's such like a weird question to like out of the blue. Like, where did that come from?
I don't know. I think we were talking about fashion or something like that. How does draw eyes? Question mark. I can do dragon eyes, I can do cat eyes, but how does do human?
I don't know, man.
Oh, you do like
bye-bye cactus.
Bye cactus.
Bye cactus.
Draw a triangle, and you draw a circle in the triangle, and then you make the triangle like soften the edges, and that's how I draw.
Up, Astrovoids!
I have just drawn.
Apparently, there's been some really absurd things going on with Astrovoids. Like, they now have a bot.
I may or may not have left the Astrovoids server because there was just so much happening and I was so confused.
There's many bots, Brick.
It's Vorschla.
Oh no, I don't. Oh, okay.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Alright, now I am facing my worst enemy. Human mouths.
Human mouths are hard. I don't even know who owns the bot. He's there, though.
How do what expression?
At times, I just feel like I just want to join the server just so I can see some of the absurd things going on.
Me, Caro,
I have made myself unrealistically buff. I need to turn this back into the stick person I know I am.
Me, Caro, and May did like a Zoom call yesterday.
Oh?
and we're planning on editing it, and it was weird.
Bean says in the chat, I can send the server link for the low price of your soul. Anyone want to sell?
Yeah.
Anyone want to
Go
sell
with the
their
Yui?
soul for the Astro Void server link?
I have no soul.
Okay, so full thing. I was planning to offer Yui's soul, like Yui the bot on the Vibe Chat Discord,
Oh,
and if someone would have said no, wait, Yui doesn't have a soul. So Yui has this command that lets you say anything, and Yui says it.
mm-hmm.
Yui doesn't have a soul, they're a bot. So that doesn't work. That payment doesn't work. I literally work for this company.
Technically, what I was gonna do is like the say command has a flag you could do to make it immediately delete your command message. So
So you were gonna
have
make
it.
you were gonna make Yui say
Have it
that
just say
Yui says his soul. Yeah.
yes. Yes.
I don't.
So it's like Tupper box.
Yes, exactly like
But
Tupper Box.
Tupper
except
Bo-
you
but,
can't rename
like,
it.
Yui has a whole bunch of other features. I don't even know what Yui does really.
You can
Neither
make
do
it
I.
do- you
Brick
can
has
make
the
it
brain
delete
cell,
it.
is what my chat is saying.
Yeah. I have tons of brain cells actually. I just choose not to use them.
Yeah,
We
same
have
here.
one between all of us.
But when I do use them, honey.
I'm just.
You sound like May, and I don't know how to feel about it.
It's May's clone. May's doppelganger.
No. May does better art than me.
May does better art than me.
Exp is yelling
I
at me
can't-
now. Let me use the professional terms, Exp, please. Alright, I need to set up a thing. One sec. Keybinds.
I'm struggling right now.
Me too. I'm always am. There is my hair, and it's making me go crazy because it's making me see things.
Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, it does work. Alright, I did a thing. Great.
What do you?
Wait,
now then,
wait.
when I'm talking to chat, you guys don't have. I don't have to preface it with "I'm talking to chat" now. I set up a mute system. I can press a button and now mute myself without having to go into Discord. There, that's
Hog?
nice. I was meaning to set that up just so that you guys don't have to listen to me being like, thank you for following, or just whatever.
That is a pog moment, I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, Qhost, I did some research. Turns out your own boss will let me technically give sell a soul, even if they don't possess one. Therefore, since Yui technically doesn't have a
No,
soul.
May, that doesn't work. That doesn't make any sense. She still
Okay.
owes me that role.
Buff Silnan, and I was like, yeah, okay, Buff Silnan, right?
Whoa, what
But
is
also
happening? All right,
Buff
I need
Buff
to
Side
I
writes
need to
chat.
change my keybind because apparently when I press tab in my drawing program, it toggles off the sideboard. Let's see if that one works. Oh, okay, it does. All right, there we go. Set up a different one. Look, no, it's not buff. It is.
Saw you're muted.
I know I'm muted. I have set it up now, so when I'm talking to chat and randomly, and I'm changing topics all the time, I can mute myself so that you guys don't have to listen to me just interjecting random statements into the conversation and being confused. It's strategic. It's a thing that professionals do, I think. I guess.
I think.
Exp. No. It's not
What am I
buff
doing?
Psy. It's not
What
buff
is
Psy.
my-
They're puffy sleeves,
What is
okay?
Psy doing? That's not you. I'm talking about my art program.
Oh, yes, alright. Yes, the art program paint tool Psy. Alright, I was momentarily confused.
Guys,
I need a
did you
ruffle
know?
color.
Guys, did you know SMP Twitter has their own wiki on fandom now?
Oh gosh.
Oh,
And
God.
I know. I'm probably that one person that posted about Schlack being a mountain goat. Why does Cooper scoop? Why does Carson
my
want us to call
God.
him?
This is an official SMP Twitter wiki run by stans. SMP Twitter, also known as Simp Twitter, Drama Hell, Stanny Hell, and the Schlannies, is a stan Twitter dedicated to Minecraft YouTubers and streamers that originally played on SMP Live.
Oh no.
SMP Twitter is scary.
I know. I have an
This is
account,
why
but
I-
I barely do anything there anymore.
This is why I usually stick to Tumblr.
Yeah, I prefer Tumblr.
They're all scary.
I was on SMP Twitter, and then I left for like 6 months, and I came back, and it was just as bad as I remembered.
Everyone's trying to cancel each other.
Yeah, I really need to just. I feel like I feel like I am digging myself into a hole by being a Warrior Cats artist as well as a SMP artist. Cause like half the stuff I post on there is literally Warrior Cats ship art. And now I just have like, but now I have both. I have a human Warrior Cats AU and a cat Minecraft YouTubers AU. So I guarantee someone's gonna get something mixed up and try to cancel me over like Dark Tiger ship art.
Ugh.
So I'm like, whatever. I guarantee if I ever get canceled, it's gonna be over something really stupid. Or like a complete misunderstanding.
Burst into legs.
Burst into legs. Oh, my sister and I said another one of those the other day. It wasn't on a stream, but I was just talking to my sister and I said burst into soup. Cause the soup video, I told my sister that we should
Oh,
memorize
yeah.
that we should memorize the soup video and then we could just burst into soup, and my sister started laughing.
It's soup.
I'm at the soup store.
Why are you going clothes shopping at the soup store?
store?
Oh god. Ow! I should not do that with my voice.
There are so many people on this stream. What the heck? Look, my usual
said my-
average is like 2 people, 3 people. It's like it's 2, and it usually sometimes bounces up to 3. But right now there are 7, and there were 8 5 seconds ago.
Admittedly, I just joined, so
This is gonna do wonders for my viewer average. Anyway.
Sometimes I regret encouraging the Victor's Tower Discord because they have become ninja stands.
Oh no!
That was my fault. That was my fault.
I did notice
Yeah.
that, and I was just like, oh gosh.
So
What
they're
have
all
we
like,
become?
They're all like, yeah, Ninja was on, Ninja was the 13th victor of the Hunger Games. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, canon. And so they went and I renamed it the Ninja Stan Club. And then things just got out of hand, man.
Oh gosh.
Got out of hand.
I mean, you did make PewDiePie the first victor.
Okay, but like,
And now I have
Reading
to
that
write
as
about
someone
that.
who wasn't yet in the as someone who wasn't yet in the Discord, just saying Felix Kjellberg, Victor won, and I was like, huh?
wait, no, because it was Havoc, because Havoc said it first. So like,
Saph,
it was
Saph, you
canon.
set off the bad word alarm in my chat. They're yelling at you to get banned.
we found our first person to cancel, lads.
You know what? I've been canceled. I welcome the cancellation. Cancel me, pussies.
I run
More
a
bad
family.
word
I run a
alarm.
family-friendly streaming business.
Family friendly.
All right,
Have you seen X in chat?
Exp is working on it.
Hashtag Saph is over party.
You know what?
No swearing in this Christian Minecraft server, says Beanbag.
I am just.
Saph, that.
Wowie. I need a game to play.
Civilization 6.
Minecraft.
Free on Epic.
I need.
There are two kinds of people.
Sometimes I just want to take over the world.
Cuphead. Don't start together. House Flipper. Monster Prom. Night no one's return. I'm gonna play Battle Block Theater.
I don't really
because-
enforce a no swearing rule. It's just that I don't swear, and so I'm like, all right. I guess I'm mostly family friendly.
You're family friendly to an extent.
I am family friendly until my friends show up.
Fuck.
Stop
Someone,
calling me Schlanny!
Beanbag just said
No,
like Travis,
Schlanny!
so.
I am
Boing,
not Schlanny.
boing.
Stop calling me Schlanny.
Schlanny.
Schlanny. We
The person that sounds like May is now being called a Schlanny. This is
It's deja vu.
Stop calling me a Schlanny. I am not a Schlanny. I am not a Schlanny. I do not stand a sweaty 20-year-old white boy, okay? Leave me alone.
You're like me.
I am not a Schlanny.
Make it.
Oh my gosh. We're just trying to cancel each other now at this point.
Yeah.
How are you gonna cancel me?
Who said that?
We will find a way.
I have no
I
idea
am
who said that. I wasn't looking
uncancelable.
at. Oh, it was Crab. Okay.
No, it's me. Qhost.
Oh, Qhost. I have no idea who's talking. I can't see the thing while I'm drawing, and you guys. I don't know. I haven't heard your guys' voices enough to be able to tell you apart.
No, don't do that.
What?
I was talking to my math thing. It decided to graph a parabola for me, and I did not want it to do that.
Yeah, sure, Cactus. You can always draw my Sona. I can send you the ref if you actually want it.
My problem is my voice keeps changing and like. I can do
These
it.
eyes are uneven, but I do not care anymore.
Mood. Have you seen my drawings? They look horrible. I hate drawing humans.
Your drawings look great. Shush. Alright, I
Being
gotta.
in the fandom
Pumpkin
sucks because I can't draw humans. Ah, not bad. Lamb.
Oh my god.
Boo.
I'm looking at the. Oh. This is just.
Guys, I just came up with the world's greatest pun so far.
Oh
Oh no.
Oh, no.
We all just collectively go, oh no.
Joko's Bizarre Adventure.
I don't even watch the anime, so I don't get it.
I don't watch the anime or Joko, so I don't know.
I've only
I-
watched like a few episodes of season
I-
one.
I watched Joko a little bit, and that's it.
I am like neck deep into Mayanite obsession, so I am watching nothing but Captain Sparkles at the moment.
Listen, I am CEO of the Joko stands on Twitter. I am CEO of the
that's you?
Jokinnies. I am CEO of the Jokinnies. That is me.
I reeled visibly from Joe Kinney's.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I was in the Twitter group chat, and they were like, so what is the name of everyone's stands? And so we were talking. We decided that Carson stands are the band kids.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, Carson stands are band kids. Wilbur stands are that one guy at the party who's super pretentious and keeps trying to get the DJ to play like hipster songs that he's like talking about, and he's like, nobody knows these songs, but everyone knows them because they're not that underground. That's what Wilbur stands are. Joko stands are the Joe Kinneys. Yeah, and I think that's as far as we got before we dissolved into chaos.
Wait,
Oh.
did you guys at least get to figure out which ones Slannies are?
Shinies are the loud ones that just bang their table and yell at their friends.
Yeah.
I am so
Also,
glad. I haven't been called a Swagger Souls Kinney in like a month, which is really weird.
I'll fix that. Swagger Souls Kenny.
Oh, all right.
Because you're nothing like Swagger Soul.
I'm nothing like Swagger Souls. I wrote one or maybe 5 fantasy stories, and everyone called me freaking Swagger Kinney.
I'm Swagger Soul.
You know what?
I'm Swagger Soul.
You know what I found out that drove me to the fucking brink?
What?
I'm shorter than Swagger Souls.
Oh my gosh. Wait, how tall is he?
He's 5'8".
Oh, I'm short.
I'm
Everyone
short
calls
too.
him short,
I'm
and
5
he's
foot
5'8".
6 and a half.
Yeah,
I'm 5'2".
1 or maybe 5. Yeah, it's like 6 or 7 at this point. I don't even remember. There's so many docs in
I'm
that
so
folder.
disappointed in myself.
Everyone's like, haha, Swagger's short. He's 5'8".
Yeah.
Do not even.
Yeah, the other misfits are just really tall.
Yeah, it's just like
5.
Entire computer crash.
Oh?
Guys, want to know something I watched today that I managed to stumble into the premiere of completely on accident?
What?
The new Wilbur Suit video. It's like
Did you just say Wilbur Suit?
Yeah.
It's Wilbur Soot.
Wilbur Suit.
Wilbur
Please don't cancel
Suit.
me.
Everyone say
Please
Wilbur Suit in chat. Oh gosh.
Wilbur Suit.
Wilbur Suit.
Wilbur Suit.
Wilbur Suit.
Oh gosh. Wilbur in a suit. It's Wilbur Suit.
Wilbur in a words.
Wilbur in a fireplace.
Hi,
Wilbur Soot.
Wilbur
Hi,
Suit.
my entire
What will
computer
we do?
crashed.
Oh,
F.
welcome back? Question mark?
Yeah. I'm on my phone now.
Ah, that is unfortunate.
So I don't have a better mic.
I just heard it. Who's moving chairs?
Me! I'm doing something.
Alright, good luck.
That's not suspicious.
Don't die.
You should have told that to somebody else.
Alright, well, this doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look like me either, so I mean...
Oh my god, my entire body just cracked.
I mean, your mic
Maybe-
is cracking, we can hear it.
Yeah.
Maybe add some hair at the back.
I don't...
Office dead.
Well, I don't
Crappily.
like the hair at the back of my head, so this is like idealist me. I guess, alright, that's not bad. Yeah, okay, that is a little bit better.
No offense, this actually looks like your best humans yet.
I know. I am actually quite proud of this. I haven't drawn many humans. I really just draw Technoblade repeatedly in my sketchbook, and that is my human practice.
You gotta give him some blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. I mostly just draw him in a funky coat and the same pose over and over again. No humans, all my
I'm the
homies
one.
hate humans.
I am the one who works
Will
for the band.
Scrap this and
blood-
draw
the
ponies.
blood
I'm not
god.
drawing ponies. I've never drawn ponies. I can't draw ponies. Be quiet.
Technoblade is still creepy in your story.
In whose story?
Yours.
Oh, mine.
Sai.
He's a rebellion
Oh yeah.
leader.
I mean, look, I know exactly what scene you're talking about, and I wrote it right after watching an entire Shakespeare play, right after watching the entirety of Macbeth. All right? So I had Macbeth on my mind when I was writing that, and Macbeth is not a happy not a happy play. It is not fun. It is just blood, death, and weird prophecies.
Also,
That's just life.
which made that joke we made in the vibe check way funnier afterwards, because Qhost is in that chapter.
Qhost is in that chapter. I was like, hey, I need a character that's gonna show up once and never again. And Qhost was like, alright, me. So I just insert people that I know when I need random characters.
Which
That's
does
hard.
ask the question, is Astro Voids canon within the universe of Golden?
Maybe in the future
would be
it can
weird.
be. Maybe they could be like a rogue group that shows up like after their rebellion is over, because I think because Qhost is currently part of the revolution and so doesn't really have time for a business on the side.
Yeah.
Like, the main joke is we're basically like a little business, and May's the leader, is mad because Qhost ran off to join the rebellion, and basically insults whoever is like the person who extracts the souls, the only other person who can do it, by calling them like Ghost's replacement.
Somebody else write this. I'm not writing this. Someone else write this. Just like a funky one shot in my universe about how about
it's vibe
Astro
check,
Voids.
but golden.
What?
It's vibe check, but golden.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've made some really major characters just people that I know because I felt like it. Sir Alexander, who's the head of the Crown Guard, is just like my friend. But there's a very specific reason for that one, but I can't tell it because it's spoilers. But yeah, Sir Alexander, the head of the Crown Guard, is just my friend Alexander.
I am cold. Why am I cold?
I don't know. It's really, really hot here.
It is
Like-
hot outside, but
Like
freezing in.
on Friday,
Turn
it
off.
was not hot, and now it is so
Oh.
hot.
I shall open the window for my cat.
Guys, question, quick. Is Exp real?
Depends
I don't
on
know, are
how
they?
you imagine the human race.
All right, that got existential really quickly.
Humans don't have waste.
Stop
What are you
flirting with
on
me in my
about?
Twitch chat. I accidentally implied that X was not real the other day, and yeah, it was an experience. I think it was on the floor 6 server, the Victor's Tower server, but I do not remember.
Havoc has a Discord? Because
Yes.
I don't read. I
Well,
don't. I
Saph
don't read
runs it.
plus
Saph
six.
runs it.
Ah,
Yeah.
I just joined
Saph,
like 2
promote
days
yourself.
ago, and I'm an angst lord.
The server, yeah, so basically, there's this AU, and it's based off the Hunger Games, but we're respecting the boundaries, and we're talking about trauma and the relationships between the boys and how that evolves because they are traumatized men.
And you should note that they are all victors of the Hunger Games. They are not actually
Yeah, they're
playing
all
in the Hunger
victors, they're
Games.
all-
Oh, I tried to start that, but I lost the fanfiction.
Yeah, it's really good. And so basically,
So good.
we have floor 6, which is lunch club. We have floor 5, which is like pyro, Wilbur, Nikki,
Minx.
Techno, Arliss Finch, Michael Reeves, Tommy in it. I'm trying to think.
Which implies that Tommy is way older than. Like, no matter how young he was when he won the games, by logic, he has to be older than.
Flat.
And I thought the ages in my story were screwed.
No, yeah, it's a weird timeline. And then the floor before that, you have, like, Toby, Swagger.
Can you send me this, please?
And
Yeah, hang on. I can grab
There are
you a
40
link.
in the
I have
collection.
it like right here.
And it's great.
There's
Yeah.
like 4 main fics. There's 3 main fics, and then there's the 37
There's a
other
collection.
one-shots.
There's a
Yeah.
collection. I wrote
I
one
am
of
not
them,
lying
but
when
I
I
wrote
say 37.
one of them,
Oh,
but mine is
no.
bad.
Oh no.
Yours is so
Going
good. I
No,
like
mine
it.
is really niche. Mine is like, who is screaming and why?
Because I hate going late in a series that there's already like 57 books. Like how I don't want to go into the
Oh no,
warrior cap.
the first one's not done, and the other ones are optional.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are just like
They're just side stories. Like mine is
have,
like in an alternate universe and everything. It's whatever.
but
And
yours
there's
is why
only-
we started the Hype House server AU.
The what?
The Hype House server AU. Have you
So-
not seen that yet?
No.
Basically, do you know how in the Victor's Tower we have the Skyrits AU, but for the people in the Discord?
Yes.
Well, we decided to do it for Victor's Tower.
Oh, I
Hunger
did.
Games.
I saw that, but then I had to come stream, and so I didn't get to actually look into what you guys were doing.
Yeah, it's a mess. I still don't. I am either Pyrocynical or Technoblade. We have not decided. But yeah, that's how it's going.
I think I ended
Alright.
up as Techno Kinney.
Do not shut up. Never say that word again.
Techno Kinney.
Well,
I'm gonna break your kneecaps.
while on the topic of fanfics, has anyone here read May's fanfic? Because she makes some really good fanfic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be weird if I hadn't read it because I'm the beta reader, and I love to flex on people about that.
She lets me read them before she posts them sometimes.
And I like the upcoming idea she has for like the guy who didn't like musicals AU.
Oh
You've seen that, right?
no,
Sai?
I have not.
Have you at least seen anything from Star
I have
Kid?
never watched a Star Kid anything in my entire life.
How? I
I
watched
haven't
them all
Doesn't interest me.
unintentionally.
But they're musicals.
May is also writing
Eh,
a thing for
alright.
mommy.
Are there pirates? I am
That's
only
the-
interested if there are pirates. I'm kidding. I don't really have an interest to watch them. I'm sorry. I've seen their stuff around and it never really attracted me.
Some of the songs are good. I haven't actually watched Black Friday.
You
May
haven't?
is writing an aftermath fic for my circus fic, which we don't know when we're gonna start the circus one. We're just gonna start the after one.
I am
Aftermath
working
one
on a-
first.
I'm working on
Anon's watching the stream.
What?
Anon's watching the stream and she just told no. Nikki, it's the Uno stream. They're talking about the Hunger Games.
Oh, I am working on a one shot about Felix for the Hunger Games AU, and then I'm also just working on. I need to write the next chapter of Golden, but it needs to tie into something that I only first referenced last chapter, so I feel like I should write something else in between, but I don't know what else to put in between because I don't want to rush on. I might, and I like to switch point of views. I don't like to stay in one point of view for too long, but the only other scene I have planned is in the same point of view, and so I'm just kind of sitting here like, what do I write next? And so that's why I'm working on the the Hunger Games thing instead of actually my own story.
I need to start working on Hype House stuff, and also Charlie and Noah things.
Villain chapter. It is the villain chapter that I am delaying.
Jordan
That was-
chapter.
Jordan just got a chapter.
Jordan Wright.
Jordan-
Oh. Okay.
Jordan just got his completely original.
Yeah, Jordan is
prequel.
getting his own book.
Jordan Wright.
Oh gosh.
I just want Wilbur chapters.
You want another Wilbur chapter? I might just go with another Wilbur chapter because that I don't
Yay!
want
Can we
to.
have another Charlie? Can we have another Blackthorn chapter?
Oh yeah, that I should do another Blackthorn chapter, but I want to do.
We
I
need
want
another
to. I want.
techno
I
one.
want to do another Pyro chapter, but I don't want to put it in too soon
Like
for reasons.
I'm not really interested by the Blackthorns right now.
Yeah, the Blackthorns are kind of
They're
I
made,
am so
I made
interested
that
in
plot
the
line a
Blackthorn
little
story.
too confusing.
I am
Also-
interested
A
in the
little,
Blackthorn
just a
story
little bit.
ridiculously.
So I just read Wilbur's basically.
I will I might do like a half and half. Do like a Charlie Wilbur chapter.
Pog.
Pog slat.
Wait, just do. I've been suggested do a villain chapter or a slime horse chapter. So
Slime Horse chapter.
If we get one of if we have a chapter,
yeah,
of
you should read
Charlie's
it, Cactus. I would
slime
really appreciate the
summonings,
support.
It has to be Goose. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I need to put the slimes in more because I introduced them and they never like had a purpose again.
Well, what was their purpose in the first place?
I don't know actually.
Got kicked
Check
out.
off the gun.
They're comic relief, and also I really just wanted Charlie's power to be something really stupid, and so I made the slimes.
So in my
Charlie
OU
and
version-
Jordan are easily my favorite characters in the whole series. I didn't think I would be as attached to Captain Sparkles as I am.
That's how I
have
feel.
emotions about Captain Sparkles.
Dude, have you read his book yet?
No, I haven't, and I feel so bad.
You should. There are only like 2 chapters, and it is. Oh, it's a trip. Can I read you my favorite part so far?
Yes, please read me the Captain Sparkles content.
Okay, it's not really Captain Sparkle's content. He just kind of stands there in the background and is like, what is happening? It's alright, here's my favorite part of the entire thing. There are 2, they're in the same chapter. Alright. The door was hauled open from the inside, and Jordan was greeted by the sight of a very haggard-looking young man with brown hair that was currently falling over his eyes and sticking up in odd places, and large, thick spectacles that he was glaring through at Tom. "Tom, how nice to see you," he grumbled. "Who's this? A friend?" Tom folded his arms over his chest. No, more like an enemy, but he couldn't say any more because who Jordan could only assume must be this Tucker that Tom had mentioned cut him off. "Oh, an enemy? Well, come inside. Any enemy of Tom's is a friend of mine." He threw open the door and extended a hand for Jordan to shake. "The name's Tucker, just Tucker. Definitely no embarrassing last name that I'd like to forget about. It's a pleasure, it really is. My house is your house and all that jazz." Okay, that's my first favorite part. I just...
Also, you guys might enjoy this. Havoc is #1 Qhost for Cooper with floor 6.
Woo!
They are?
Yeah, and I think it's the same with Carson.
I think it's this. Yeah, it's the same for Schlatt because I checked.
No, Schlatt still has ship fix on top. There's one with like 400 kudos. All right, here's my all-time favorite. I feel like this is my favorite thing that I've ever written, just because I think it's really funny. Though probably no one else finds it as funny as I do. I just think that the concept is hilarious. Anyway, this is a really weird place to start. I'm sorry, there's no context. I often get disemboweled, Tom put in, smiling at Jordan. It's more like a
love
recreational
that.
activity than a threat to my health. I'm pretty sure Tucker still has one of my fingers somewhere. Not voluntarily. You cut off your fingers and hid them around my house as a joke, Tucker shouted. And Jordan realized that Tom must have just opened an old wound. It was disgusting, Tom. You're disgusting. You're just mad because you don't rear your own limbs as fast as I do, Tom taunted, smiling cheekily. What are you gonna do, growl at me? And then Tucker proceeds to, slap him in the face with claws, and yeah. Anyway, that chapter is, crazy. It changes mood like 4 times.
Oh, I love that.
Because, people get angry. Exp is just yelling audiobook in my chat. I wouldn't do a full reading of Golden, but maybe Gray Skies because it's short. Anyway, I'm really enjoying writing Gray Skies. The humor is a bit darker because the 2 of the main characters are a vampire and a werewolf, and they can't die the regular way, and so they as it says, Tom can just cut off his fingers and they grow back and it's fine. So the humor is a little bit darker, which is fun. And also anyway, it's just really fun to write. I've been watching a lot of Maya Nights, so that's kind of what's in my brain right now.
Mountain Thumbs
is amazing.
You both said something at the same time and I didn't catch either of them.
I said Mayanite is amazing.
Yes, it is. I started watching it a couple days ago, and I am on episode 50 of the first, episode 60 of the first season.
I said how to thumb.
Oh, how to thumb. I don't know. I just avoid drawing hands when possible.
You just want to draw skyrits.
Skyrits? You know,
Skyrit.
I had to actually ask Havoc what a skyrit was because I kept reading it as skyrate, and I was like, what is a skyrate?
Yeah, my brain kept doing that too. But I have to actually say, if I said it out loud enough times, my brain would go, yes, Skyrit.
Mm-hmm. Probably also, I didn't watch that episode of the Lunch Club podcast. I actually haven't watched a single episode of the Lunch Club podcast.
It was hilarious.
But so, I just don't like podcasts. I don't listen to podcasts ever. I listened to The Edge of Sleep, but those episodes were really short, so.
Want to know something I was honestly surprised to find out? Only because I first saw it, it's this, and I thought, no, that's a bit too implausible. And then I found if Princess Jaden actually being Jaden Animations.
Yeah, look, it's a really weird assortment of people. Just because, my thing was kind of all right, so this is a fantasy story, and I like politics and stuff, and so we need to be able to have, some form of violence, but I don't want to have people that actually know each other to be fighting each other, so I need to have, enough random people that don't actually know each other in real life in order to have things happen. So I just had to slap in, every YouTuber I've ever watched, which is strange. And I think a lot of people that read my story don't actually realize that so-and-so is actually a creator they've just never heard of.
Apparently one of the nurses in a hospital scene is Pokimane.
Yes, she's never mentioned by name, but the nurse in the scene with Sir Adam when he gets stabbed by Sir Jacob. Sir Jacob is also a person. But yes.
I forgot about that.
That was Pokimane.
Oh, has anybody read Northern Downpour Sends Its Love?
Oh, I read that.
Dude, it's so good.
It is. And you want to know what?
What?
Before the author started posting it, I got a comment on my fic saying, hey, I want to write something inspired by your fic. Can I do so? And I was like, yes, please. And so that story is actually Golden inspired, but author
I
doesn't
think
know
I
how
read
to
that.
doesn't know how to link the fics.
I think I read it in the description that it was inspired by Golden, or I saw it somewhere that
Yeah.
it was inspired by Golden.
But yeah, I'm so happy. Like, it's such a good fic too that I'm
And
like.
then I
oh
read
my
it, and it was
gosh.
like last updated April 24th, and I was like,
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
I noticed that Minx was live, and that reminded me that one time on one of Sai's streams, I mentioned Minx was live,
You
and then
did.
out of context,
And then you
out of
quoted Golden
context-
out of context, and it
Yes,
happened to be the
yes, I-
line where the line about how Mink sucks or something. And I was like, you can't just say that out of context. That sounds like, and it was a Technoblade line, so it's really like dramatic and over the top, and so it was like, it wasn't quite I want to kill her, but it was really that
was in
sort of
drama.
essence. And so I was like,
God,
Brick,
I hate
Brick,
that woman.
yeah, Brick, you cannot say that. Just no, not without context. At least preface it by saying, "Oh, remember that one quote from Golden." Anyway, yeah. Hey, you guys want to know a fun fact about Minx in Golden?
What?
Sure.
She was originally the character that she plays in my story. Like that character's part was actually supposed to be played by Kate, and then the stuff happened, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna change this. I didn't change any of the actual things that happened, but I just changed like the character name.
Wait, what about Maddie?
Maddie? Oh yeah, Maddie.
You know, Ted's girlfriend?
Yeah, Maddie is going to be in the story. She's not going to have a major part, but she will be there.
Maddie,
I mean,
Maddie doesn't appear in a lot of fics because she's been like, okay, I don't.
well, she just what she said is that she doesn't want her relationship with Ted to be featured in fanfiction. So I was just like, well, if I just make her a character that interacts with Ted, but they're not actually together, then that's
Ted
fine.
is the horse.
Ted is a horse, yes. Yes. Maddie has a very important part to play, but it is not, like, I can't actually talk about it because it's something that spoils something else. But even though she did something helpful in the past, but I can't talk about it because it's spoilers for the future.
Honestly,
know.
I can't even. This fic is
Wait.
so good. I can't even tell who I want to win. Like, do I want Techno to win?
Who do you want to be on the throne at the end? Who do you? Okay,
So
two questions. Who do you want to be on the throne at the end, and who do you think will be on the throne at the end?
I don't know because King Jordan writes, Technoblade writes, Carson writes. It's like
You think Carson? I haven't heard that
Hey.
one. I haven't heard that one yet.
listen here.
I'm just having a lot of thoughts, man. I have a lot of theories about it.
I have a lot of theories.
I have
Look, nothing. I would love to hear them because nothing can be as weird as a theory I received in which Minx is Fitz's mom. So nothing can be weirder than that.
Okay, so I was like reading through Golden like all at once. I think it was right before the latest update, and I was just reading through it, and I was like, Ant Venom has a family that apparently died in a fire. Pete said that Techno was found in a burning house.
Yeah, I remember that. That was my theory too.
I'm thinking, I'm having so many thoughts. And then everything with, Swagger and Fit. I'm having so many thoughts,
I think I know exactly what thoughts you're thinking.
The Blackthorns had something to do with something, okay? They
Something.
had something to do with something involving that whole mess.
Oh?
I'm thinking.
I feel they either set the fire or I don't know.
On a lighter note, it's my headcanon that the Antarctic Empire has a massive crop like massive fields full of potatoes. Cause you've been to Techno's Island with me. You've seen the potato.
Yeah. They're not really the Antarctic Empire in my story. They are the Frozen Expanse Empire, I guess, because it's not called Antarctica.
Fair point.
Do you guys want to know the this isn't spoilers, so I can talk about it. Do you guys want to know the reason why the ice fields are to the south instead of the north?
Yeah, I wondered about that. I was
All right.
like, question mark?
So it was a desert at one point. So you all know how I mentioned that there was this huge thing that happened 2,200 years ago, and they created they had to create the treaty because something happened, right? So, and Milo mentioned it in the most recent chapter with all the wizards and how the wizards got killed and whatnot. But anyway, so essentially 2,200 years ago, there was this big war, like the war to end all wars, and that's what it was, where every kingdom was locked in a big fight. So there was the ocean kingdoms with the merfolk and then their associated species. There was Cyprus with all the humans. There was Hell with all the demons, and then there was the Windwings with the Sky Kingdom, the Windwings with the associated species, the Firehearted and associated species. Because I am too lazy to give them all their own kingdoms, they just rule over each other. This was before the Great Exodus, so the Lixianites and just the Lixianites, and then there was the species whose name has been forgotten from the place with no name, which it was a huge desert in the south. But all of these different species, they all had their own magic and whatnot. And basically this war was it destroyed so many things, and it leveled the amount of magic that was used, disrupted the flow of the world, and turned the desert into a frozen wasteland. And they believed caused mass genocide of the species that lived there by collateral damage.
Are we going to get a name for the race that has no name?
Well, I haven't revealed it, but I do have a name in my mind, and I don't see why I can't tell you, seeing as they're all dead. So they are the Skalli. Skalli.
Ooh.
And they are insectoids. They were insectoids, sorry. They're essentially like a combination of the alien from Alien with the big like dome head thing?
Xenomorph, yeah.
Yeah, that thing. I've never actually seen the movie, so I've just seen pictures. It's kind of like that, and then they have like sort of an insectoid body, and they stand on two legs, and then they have two tails, like bone tails. They look like they're made out of bones, but they're not. They're insectoid thingies. They're quite freaky looking, actually, but they were peaceful, relatively peaceful, but and they were all killed.
That's Pog.
Yeah, then there's that random bit of backstory that, yeah. Anyway.
Can I talk about my theory about the whole king thing?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay. I have so many thoughts about this. So,
go for it.
Can I just come right out and say it, what I think?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I think that, well, this is kind of far-fetched, but I think that Techno is Aunt Venom's kid, who, because Pete thought that whoever Nathan's son is, which I'm pretty sure we all know who that is, whoever
Wait,
Pete,
who is it?
thought Nathan's kid was dead. So he thought, okay, next best thing, we'll get the kid of the other one. My dogs are barking. That's cool. So he took Techno, and said, "Oh, Techno was Nathan's kid, haha." Even though he wasn't, he's just trying to cover his tracks because he thinks Nathan's kid is actually dead. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm having thoughts.
Nathan's kid is Carson, and I'm calling it.
Oh? I can't confirm nor deny anything, but you just the oh?
You McHeard me.
I would like to hear your reasoning behind that.
Nobody knows where he came from. He was just some kid that fought in a war, and then somebody died. And, he's got this air about him. There is more to Carson than we know.
Alright. Who you mentioned earlier that, you mentioned while you were speaking, everybody knows who Nathan's son actually is. What's your thoughts there?
Yeah, I think it's Fitz. I think it's Fitz. And I'm like 98% sure that it is Fitz. And, well, because that brings up an interesting, dichotomy, because you're then, if that is true, if everything that I just theorized is true, then that means that Fitz, who is a bandit and a criminal, is the heir to the throne.
The rightful king, yeah.
And he'd hate that. He'd absolutely hate that.
He would hate that too. Even if he wanted to do it, I don't think that people would accept that. The leader, I don't know, between Swagger and Fitz, he's one of the leaders of the Misfits. A band of bandits.
Notorious bandits, like very famous bandits.
So people would know. They would they would know that Fitz was a bandit, was a criminal. And, public opinion is hard to change.
Yeah.
And so I think that's interesting, because even if Fitz is Nathan's real kid, and even if Fitz is, the heir to the throne, I think even if he wanted to, he wouldn't be able to take that, either because Jordan wouldn't let him because he's a criminal, or... Two,
Jordan just wants out at this point. Jordan doesn't even care who comes on after him. If Technoblade asked, he would give up the crown. He never wanted it in the first place. He's not giving it up because he doesn't want to seem weak in front of everyone. He doesn't...
Yeah.
He would be willing to negotiate for it if Technoblade wanted to, but Technoblade thinks he would never do that and was like, I'm gonna attack you instead. And Jordan's like, alright, seems like an unnecessary overreaction, but alright.
Well, because that's interesting too, because the way I see it, I don't think that Techno is going to be the one that ends up on the throne. Mostly just because he's going to have to find out sooner or later that Pete is lying to him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna find out sooner or later that it's all, pardon my language, he's gonna find out it's all bullshit. And I don't really know Techno as a character in your story, but he doesn't seem like the type of person to, he's been raised on this belief his entire life, and learning that that's wrong, even if he is suspicious of Pete, I think that's, I don't know. It's hard to put into words. I think
he would be lost.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know what to do anymore, because he's like, well, this thing that I've been working my whole life towards is not actually true.
Yeah.
And now what do I do?
I think that would put him off from being king. So if Techno is put off from being king, and Fitz is a criminal and both doesn't want to be king, who does that leave instead? If Jordan doesn't want it, if Jordan abdicates, who becomes the king if Techno and Fitz both?
Well, if you follow the line of succession, if Jordan abdicates, it goes to Ant Venom, who is incredibly suspicious.
Don't want that.
He was just...
Ant Venom rings alarm bells in my brain.
Yeah, Ant Venom! He literally walks around in all black, just sinister, glaring at everyone. He's just not even...
Every fic has Ant Venom as this guy.
I feel like I might have influenced that a tiny bit, because I introduced Ant Venom really early on in my story as kind of this anti-hero suspicious character, and then a whole bunch of other fics popped up, or people started introducing Ant Venom, and they was always like this character, and I'm like, I don't know if I influenced this or if this is just a common idea of how we all perceive Ant Venom. But yeah.
Well, okay.
All he did was say he didn't like Stahl, and now we're all like, evil.
Evil.
Batman.
Well, he's not evil. I can't go into this because, like I said, it's spoilers, but it will come out very soon in my story. Ant Venom, he's not a villain. If he's anything, he is an anti-hero. You can't spell anti-hero without ant. He's not.
Like you said, every villain, every bad guy has differing shades of evil.
Yeah, every bad guy has different shades of evil, especially in Golden, where I don't want to make one creator very evil because that would be crossing a boundary. Other than Condi, I guess. Cough, cough.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
I've always been like confused about this. You know, Jaden,
Yes.
like the princess.
Yes.
Is that Jaden Animations?
Yeah, Brick mentioned it earlier.
We just said that.
It is in fact Jaden Animations. Because I was thinking of YouTubers that are associated with birds, and I was like, my sister had been watching Jaden, and I was like, oh right, she has a bird called Ari, and I was like,
Guess
Jaden?
what? Guess what? Jaden's bird form is.
Just Ari.
It's just Ari.
It's literally just Ari. I have all the Windwing information memorized. I really like the Windwings, if I'm being completely honest. I've inserted myself as one. I will never actually show up in any of my stories, but that's where my Sona comes from. She's a Windwing. Like I really want to draw like the other ones as their bird forms. Because Queen Julia is a snowy owl, and I just think that'd be really pretty.
Even better, like we make them like most of the bird forms for Windwings, like around slightly bigger than the actual, like a bit bigger than the actual owl thing they're based on. But then there's just Jaden, who is the exact same size as Ari is in real.
Well, because Windwings have three forms, right? They have their humanoid form that looks like a human, which is part of their whole shtick with their superiority complex towards humans and whatever. And then there's their full bird form, which is usually just normal bird size, hard to tell that it's anything other than a bird. And then there's like the mixed form, which is, if you look at my Sona, it's just that. It's like a furry, but a bird. And
Windwings are just furries?
No, Windwings are not just furries. Compared to the Lixianites, the Windwings are not furries. The Lixianites are furries. They're the cats and the dogs and the snakes and the whatever.
Oh my god.
I said snake because one of the kings is a snake.
Okay, so it's starting to rain, and the rain always messes with my internet connection, so I'm just gonna go now before I crash.
All right.
Okay. Bye, Crab.
Okay.
Bye, Crab.
Bye, Crab.
Adios, Di. Adios, Brick. Adios, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
I'll
And
probably
we even just went 15. We went 15 minutes over.
Yeah,
Di's usual
I
stuff.
will probably end this soon. I'm having fun discussing this. I have so many lore things that I would love to talk about because there are a lot of things that I can't talk about yet, but there are some things that have absolutely no impact on the story, and therefore I don't mention them in the story, but I still find interesting. And so, like, I have created such a complex world. It's a little over the top.
Your world building
just
is
a little.
amazing to me.
Thank you.
And as someone who's like fully in charge of the world building for Victor's Tower, pog.
It honestly, what happens is I get one idea, and my original idea just spirals off into insanity. Like every free moment I have thinking, my brain just invents something else. I spend a lot of time like walking around and thinking about stuff, and so my brain will just come up with things and be like, "Hey, insert a massacre here," and I'm like, "All right, cool, yes." That is canon now because my brain declared it so, and then I can't stop. And I can't stop thinking about it, so I can't proclaim it uncanon, so then I just develop this crazy universe.
One of my funny jokes I came up with was like, when Wilbur dreamwalks into Ted's dream and Ted's human, one of my favorite things to joke and imagine about as a joke is Ted is just wearing the milkman outfit.
That would be really funny. If it wasn't a fantasy AU that I'm taking very seriously, he would definitely be in a milkman outfit. Okay, before we end
Like,
off,
we
I
could-
do want to
we
talk
could
about...
just-
I haven't been able to talk about this before. I want to talk about my original idea for the story and how it's changed. Because my original idea, talking about it now that I've actually written so much of the story, it is starkly contrasted. It is crazy how much I've changed. But the main focus kind of... Okay, I'm just going to come out and say it. So, when I originally came up with the concept for the story, it was going to be a really silly, like, D&D style adventure with Wilbur, Qhosttt, and Carson. Like, the opening would be the same. But then Charlie... but then Charlie...
Like you said, like you said, like in the beginning, on the old Golden blog that you've since deleted,
Yeah.
pointed out it was going to be like a silly D&D style thing, and once you even joked about how serious it became.
Yeah, it got really serious and, like, tackling real-world issues, and I'm like, what has happened to my pure, wholesome, fun story? But anyway, my original plan was, it was going to be those three, and they were going to be going around Cyprus having misadventures with no real structural plot, just kind of like an episode format, where every chapter or two would be an episode where they have a different small adventure. And then the main quote-unquote villain would be Charlie with his dumb slime powers that don't really do anything. And so he would show up and be like, haha, I am your arch nemesis and I am going to steal all your stuff. And then he would just like slime and Carson would be like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? And so,
Charlie
Charlie just tries so hard to be their villain, and Carson's, and they're just kind of like, dude, do you need help? And then Charlie eventually ends up on their team, and then it's wholesome and fun. And there wasn't really much else there.
First was a teenager. Is Charlie a teenager? How old are they?
Charlie is a teenager. Charlie and Wilbur are like the same. No, Charlie is 18, Wilbur is 19.
Okay. So there's just this weird, short, scrawny teenager following them around, trying to fucking be their nemesis.
Yeah, essentially, that's what the story was going to be. And then I came up with the back plot, and everything went crazy. Literally, it was the moment I decided that King Nathan had died that everything went bananas. Because I was like, alright, so King Nathan got assassinated during this war. Alright, what caused the war? I wonder what caused the war. How did the war end? Why did they kill King Nathan? Who killed King Nathan? Why didn't they kill everybody else? Why did they only kill King Nathan? And how did they get away? And then my brain just went boom, boom, boom. And I came up with this whole plot with the King Jordan thing, and it exploded.
It's a lot, but it's really good. You portrayed it really well.
Thank you. Yeah, no.
Imagine if you kept the comedic and still put in King Nathan's death. It'd probably be slipped on a banana peel, ended up sliding out a towel.
Do you want to know the original plan? Sir Cyrus didn't originally exist. In the original plan, it was going to be because wind wings have magic. I haven't really talked about it this much, but the original plan was going to be that that Pete went in with King Nathan and then killed him with magic, and then when they called for help trying to fake this has just happened, and Jordan comes in and Pete's like, oh, someone shot through the window or whatever, and then Jordan catches on that he's lying and sticks him in prison, and then one of the Technoblade's things was going to be breaking Pete out of prison sometime during the story, but I scrapped most of that with the addition of Cyrus because I needed to. Essentially, the character of Cyrus is a very complicated backstory reason for something important.
I also kind of find it funny how Cyrus essentially has the first part of his name was Cypress, yet is a windwind.
Yeah, and it's also Psy. One of my friends actually has a kid named Cyrus, and it's shortened to Psy. And so whenever we're playing games on a call and someone asks about her kid, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, Psy," and then my brain just goes, "Boop," and I'm like, "No, that's not me. That's the other one." So, yeah. I am pressed for time. I have to go. Though this is really fun. I wasn't expecting to spend so much time talking about my story and my random lore that I never got to add or ended up changing, but
we could possibly do like sometime in the future,
just
a just chatting stream.
just chatting.
Well, we just basically sit down and I read through. One of us reads through Golden, and you just throw in creator comments.
Yeah, I should do a stream sometime where I just read it and I put it in my comments for like, oh, I changed this, or oh, but I would probably end up just finding typos or mistakes and being like, oh, I need to fix that, and then fixing it. That would probably just be the whole thing.
Yep, and Cactus just posted fan art of Psy's human.
I should probably go look at that. All right, I'm gonna end this off here. So
I have to head out too, boys.
Yeah.
Yep, same.
I'm just gonna do my outro.
Longest stream yet, almost like an hour and a half.
Oh no, I've done one. I did one that hit almost 2 hours one time. So. No, it's like way back at the beginning. Like when I was rereading the stuff with my dad, I've caught like little things that are mostly like lore stuff that I was like that I didn't end up including or ended up changing. Like at one point, I miswrote the name of the year, and it was just something.
Wasn't it gonna be like 20 years ago?
It was It was instead of 2,200 years ago, it was 20. It was 220 years ago. So I was like, oh, there's an extra 2. There's 2 missing in there. All right. So I will be back here tomorrow playing Minecraft, unless that changes. But at the moment, it will be solo Minecraft. So
quick question.
Yes.
When's your ferals?
I don't know when I'm doing a feral stream. I may or may not actually do a feral stream because it's not the kind of content I usually stream. It's not the kind of game I would enjoy streaming. I don't know. I need to try out the game first. Like a more social game like that, I feel like it would just be fun to get together with some friends and play instead of actually doing a stream on it. All right. So thank you everybody for coming to my stream, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.